I mean, relationship is beautiful. Yeah, I love relationship, right? Relationship is beautiful, but it is
That's right.
very disheartening now in the society that we are having so many unsuccessful relationships, so many unsuccessful marriages and all that, right? Just because people have not taken some things into cognizance, right? So I want us to talk.
Sure,
Let's
sure,
have
sure, true,
a better
true,
understanding
true,
of what
true,
relationship is all about,
true,
things to consider, things to put in place to have a beautiful
true.
relationship. Everybody desires a beautiful relationship, right? But
Right.
why are we at the end having issues in relationship, broken relationship, unsuccessful relationship, and all of that? So, what are the things you think that people should consider while building a beautiful relationship? What are the things that should be put in place? What are the things we should take into cognizance while going into relationship to have or aspire to have a beautiful relationship? Are there things we are not doing well? Like, I mean, I want us to talk. Let's have a better understanding, with these things that we should consider, things we should know. So, what do you think? What do you think are the problems of not having beautiful relationship? What do you think are the challenges? What do you think that people should put in place to have a beautiful relationship? What do you think? I mean, there are so many things, but I know there are key things to relationship, to having a beautiful relationship. I know there are important things that we have to consider while building this relationship, because every beautiful relationship should have a foundation, right? Every beautiful relationship should have a foundation. I understand, right? What are the things that we should consider to put in place in the foundation of every relationship, right? Why there are so many unsuccessful relationships? Why there are so many broken marriages, unsuccessful marriages today is because this relationship or the marriages are based or built on lies. That's why we have so many unsuccessful marriages, so many unsuccessful relationships. One thing is to be in a relationship, another thing is to have a beautiful relationship. So many people are in a relationship, but
Mm,
not so
mm,
many are
mm.
having a beautiful relationship. Now, there are challenging things that we are experiencing in our relationship that is causing issues, problems in our relationship, that is making us not to have a beautiful relationship, right? There are so many things, like I
Okay,
said, but I will want us to talk about this from a layman understanding,
okay,
okay? I don't want us to talk about it from the professional side of it, no,
okay,
or the
okay.
educational side of it, no. I want us to talk about it from a layman point of view so that everybody can understand, right? So here's the thing. I will only center it on 2 points. Like I said, there are so many things to be considered. There are so many millions of things to be considered to have a beautiful
Mm, mm,
relationship.
mm,
But I want
mm,
to
mm,
consider
mm,
two. I want us to talk
mm.
about two today. Maybe in the subsequent videos, we can talk about others, right? The issues of having a beautiful relationship cannot be overemphasized. Beautiful relationship should be based on transparency and honesty. If you must have a beautiful relationship, do not forget transparency and honesty. Transparency and honesty are two things you cannot joke with. If you want to have a beautiful relationship, don't forget these two things I'm telling you right now. Now, first of all, we have to know what transparency is, and we have to know what honesty is.
That's right.
Transparency is about being open and accountable, while honesty is about telling the truth. That is honesty, about telling the truth. Transparency is about being open and accountable, while honesty is about telling the truth. Being honest involves being truthful, genuine, and respectful in your words and action. While transparency, on the other hand, is just being open, clear, and be accountable for your actions, for your decisions, for anything you say. That is transparency. So any relationship that is based or built on this will stand strong, will stand the test of time, will stand the temptations, the trials, the troubles, the pestilence that the relationship is coming with.
That's
So
right.
any relationship that is based on lies will never stand. Any relationship that is built on lies will never stand. But if a relationship is built on transparency and honesty, that relationship is bound to stand. Building a relationship is like building a house that must be built on a solid foundation, right? If your
Okay.
foundation
Okay.
is not strong, the house will collapse. The Bible will tell you that if the foundation is being destroyed, what will the righteous do? So you see, a house built on a solid foundation, no matter the shaking, it will stand very strong.
Mm.
So it is with our relationship. If you build your relationship on transparency, in honesty, that relationship will stand. But the problem we're having, why we're having so many unsuccessful relationships, so many unsuccessful marriages today is because people are building their relationship based on lies. Keeping unnecessary secrets kills every relationship. Now let's expand it a little bit. Openness and accountability. That is what transparency is. So if you build your relationship on transparency and honesty, you will be sure to have a beautiful relationship.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Trust me, be sure to have a beautiful relationship. But if you build it on lies, it will never stand. And you know one thing about lies is this. Once you have said the first lie, you want to defend the first lie. Then you bring up another lie to defend the first lie. And then your relationship is
Okay.
building on lies. And you know one thing?
Okay.
One day the truth will find you. And when the truth comes out, you lose a beautiful relationship that you have been building that has taken you time to build for a very long time. So you see why you don't have to build your relationship on lies. If you must gain trust in your relationship, build your relationship, start your relationship with honesty and transparency. That's it. People say trust is gained. How do you gain the trust? You can gain trust when you're transparent. When people are able to believe you, when people are able to see the truth about you, that everything you say, everything you do is just being honest. You're being honest, you're being truthful, you're transparent. They will trust you. That's what transparency is and honesty. So, honesty and transparency gains trust. If you're transparent and honest in all you do, people will trust you 100%. Without any shadow of doubt, they will trust you. Now, let me tell you the advantages of transparency. You're honest with yourself, you're honest with others, you live with integrity. Others are likely to trust you. Everybody around you is likely to trust you. People want to believe you, people want to depend on you. Anything you say, people will take it. People are bound to respect you. You gain the respect and honor of people around you. Your feelings are true. These are the advantages of being honest, being transparent in everything you do, in all aspects of your relationship. So you see, transparency and honesty is very, very important in every relationship. These are two things you cannot joke with if you must have a beautiful relationship. Do not joke with these two things: transparency and honesty. You cannot be in a relationship where you are not transparent to each other and you're not being honest to each other. That is not a relationship.
That's
So
right.
if you want to have a beautiful relationship, these two things, you must take them into cognizance. You must be honest, you must be truthful to your partner, 100%. No matter the cost, say the truth. Be open. Be accountable for your actions. Be accountable for everything. Everything. Every decision you make. Be
Okay.
accountable for it.
Okay.
That is transparency and
Okay.
honesty. Any relationship that is built on lies will not stand. That relationship is bound to collapse. But if you build a relationship on honesty and transparency, trust me, that relationship is likely to succeed. So in a nutshell, you are saying, I mean, despite the fact that we have other things, so many things that should be considered, but I mean, you are saying that transparency and honesty is very, very important in building a beautiful relationship. That's a very beautiful point. The way you just said it right now, I mean, has given me a better insight that we have to consider being transparent and honest in everything we do in our relationship. I mean, to build a beautiful relationship, people don't get to see these things from the way you said it.
100%.
Yeah, people don't get to see it, and it's really becoming a problem where, I mean, we are basing our relationship on lies.
That's right.
We're not open to each other. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a problem. But from the way you have said it right now, it's a very beautiful point that you have just said. Honesty and transparency. That's a very beautiful point to consider while having a beautiful relationship,
That's right.
while intending to build a beautiful relationship. If you must have a beautiful relationship, that's a very good point. So, friends, don't forget to subscribe to this channel, like, share, and drop your comment on the comment section.
Sure.
I'll see you in the
Sure.
next video. Don't forget that I told you that
True.
transparency and honesty is very important to build a beautiful relationship.